Alright, so I'm just making sure that my file was recently saved, and it has been, so I'm good. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to double click on the page 3 icon on the Pages panel, and then we're going to click the selection tool and try to select any of the items on it. So I'm going to click and see. Because it's set off of a master, we will not be able to. Okay, so we're going to press and hold Shift and Shift and Command, and then we're going to click on the word location. You see that does select when we do the Shift and Command just because it was a locked item. Now we're going to get our type tool, and we're going to select the word location, and we are on page 3, so make sure you see page 3 right there. And we're going to type the word man. I don't know how to say that word, so I'm just going to type it, and then y'all can type it too. Okay, and then so I just typed that, and I'm going to click over here in my pasteboard to deselect. Okay, so that should have overridden what we had on there. Next, we're going to modify master items on the master page. So we're going to view the right-hand page in the A master. So we're going to scroll up, and we're going to double-click A master, so that's what we see. Okay. And we're going to look at the right-hand page, and I'm going to select the word city, and only that, and I'm going to change the font and some font stuff on that. And actually, I lied to you. We're going to select all of this, so I'm going to select it all right here, and then we are going to change the type size to 12 point, which it is 12 point, and I'm going to change it to Garamond if we have that. So let's type through. I do not have Garamond, but we have Georgia, so we're just going to change that one to Georgia and make sure it's size 12. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select just city, and I'm going to make it italic. Shift Command with my type tool. Alright, so I'm going to select city right here, and then I'm changing that to an italic, so I'm just going down to italic right there. Okay, so then we're going to make the same changes to the text on the bottom right hand of the page, so we really just changed this to Georgia. So I'm going to do that again, and then I'm going to select the word city, and just the word city, I'm going to make it italic. Okay. So left hand side. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click the word location to select it, and I'm going to click on the swatches panel, and then I'm going to click paper. So I'm going to go up here to swatches, and I'm going to select paper, and so that's going to change the fill color of the text to white. Now I'm going to click on the selection tool, and I'm going to select the two different yellow frames on the page. So that would be this the yellow page. I'm going to click off that yellow frame, shift, and then this yellow frame. Alright, now I'm going to click the green swatch on the swatches panel. So I'm going to scroll down and find the green one, and I'm going to click on the green one. And I'm going to switch those. Okay, so that would be my fill is that green color. There, and I'm going to click on my horizontal line. And actually, I'm going to select those again. And, excuse me. You want to make sure that your swatch as well as your fill are both green. Okay, so it should look like that. You shouldn't have the yellow outlines. Next, we're going to select this black line that we all drew. And we're going to click on the stroke, and we're going to change. We're going to stroke right here. And actually, what it needed to do, you don't need to get the stroke panel. You need to stay in the swatches panel. Oopsie. You need to stay right here in your swatches panel. And what you're going to do is if you click over either one of these, it will make it pop up. But you just want your stroke one, which is the one with the hole in the middle, to be in the very front. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down. We're going to find our red one. And so that line's going to become red. Alright, so that's about how that should look. Now we're going to go up to our Pages panel. And we are going to double click B Master. Alright. So all the changes that we made to Master A, except for one, are reflected on B Master. Because that was based off of that. Now we did change the headline a little bit, so that's why that's different. So that's there. So but you can see that anything we've done that. Now we're going to look at Master C. Master C is still going to have yellow and everything else because it was not based off of Master A when we created it. Alright, so we're going to look at spread 8 to 9. And you see that was based off of A. If we look at spread 2 to 3, also based off of A. And if we look at 6 to 7, you'll see that it still has the yellow. Alright. So, those are all the way we had created those. And so we should look. Master A. Let's see, 2 and 3. Those are supposed to be white. Why are they not showing white? Okay, that one's because we changed the words on that one, so that's why it's not showing white. Okay, so we're going to view spread 10 through 11, and we're going to select the, so spread 10 and 11, we're going to select this frame by push Shift Command, and we're going to click the Pages option button, so this button right here, and we're going to go down to Master Pages, and then we're going to click Detach Selection from Master. So detach selection from master right there. And now we're going to double click B master. And we're going to change the fill color of the large blue frame. And we're going to change that fill color to red. So that should be a big red frame. And we're going to double click on page 4 in the Pages panel. Okay. And then we're going to scroll through the changes. So the changes reflected on page 4 and 5, but not 10 and 11. So if we go down to 10 and 11, you'll see that it's not changed there. We're going to double click on that. Next, we're going to go to page 3 in the document. So I'm just going to scroll up since it's right there. Page 3 in our document, so that's right here, page 3. And we are going to select the text frame of the Manor Roller, or however you say that. So I've selected that. I'm going to click my Options button. My Pages panel, point at Pages Master, and then remove selected local overrides. So I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to select the Pages panel, and then go to Remove Selected Local Overrides. So the modified headline changes to reflect that which is shown in A Master. So we're going to save right here, and what I want you to do is I want you to screenshot Command-Shift-4 this section right here so that I can see that you've made those changes to Master B and you've applied stuff to it. So that should be that. You're going to save and close this file.